In the previous episode, we categorized what exactly is this particular third person singular. So he, she, it, or any single name. So these subjects are called as the third person singular nouns. So that is what we got from our school days. So in previous episode, I gave you clarity why these subjects, he, she, it, or any single name should be termed as third person singular. And the rest of the subjects, why do they have some special rules, and why this he, she, it, or any name, they have special rules. These are the things we are going to understand today. So I, we, you, they. With these subjects, more or less, the sentence structure happens to be the same. Whereas with the third person singular, he, she, it, or any single name, we need to observe few other special rules. So this is the topic for today. So if we take up the expressions, if you take up the expressions with respect to time, in conventional language, we call them as the tenses. You know that in my sessions, I do not use any kind of technical terminology, no jargon. So every time I emphasize this particular thing. So like a verb, noun, pronoun, parts of speech, or tenses, this kind of terminology I do not prefer to use as far as possible. Well, so when it comes to routine, regular, habitual actions, what are they? Now, conventional grammar teachers, they call that as simple present. So simple present is a title, but instead of the title, if we understand its application, in what way it is useful for real life, then our mind, subconscious mind will get clarity. So that's the reason routine actions. What do you do every day? What do you do every week? What do you do on a Sunday morning? Like that, any kind of periodicity, if it is involved in your expression. So that kind of expressions we call as routine, regular, habitual actions. So in English grammar, with this routine, regular, habitual action sentences, we need to follow or we need to observe these special rules. For example, I tell you that every Sunday, I watch a movie. Every word is there. Periodicity. Sunday, next Sunday, then next Sunday, like that every Sunday. So periodicity is involved. In the same way, there is a gentleman, he watches a movie every Sunday. So here you see, I watch a movie every Sunday. When it comes to third person singular, he watches. So this is how we are forming the sentence. Now here, I need to give you one more clarity. So with the third person singular, we have to follow the special formula. That's okay. Now I'll show you that formula. Then you will get one particular confusion. Uh, you will get a question rather. What is that? The formula first I'll show you. So this is the formula I talk about. Subject plus V1, yes or AS. So in the same way, negative sentences, subject plus don't or doesn't plus V1. So here I am talking, let us focus on this yes or yes. So a while ago, I gave you the example. I watch a movie every Sunday. He watches a movie every Sunday. So here I watch, fine, no problem. I, we, you, they. Same sentence structure. There is no change. I watch a movie. We watch a movie. You watch a movie. They watch a movie. No change. When it comes to he, third person singular, he or she or it or any name. So you need to form the sentence with yes or yes. Precisely, this is what now I am talking about. This yes or yes, anyone knows that. So when to use yes and when to use yes. So in this regard, again, most of the English teachers, they simply give you big list of rules. So when a word ends with a vowel sound, or when a word ends with a CH or SH or O, then you need to use ES. So if you observe, primarily the focus of an English teacher in school or college, their focus is primarily on making you write, to making you write the correct spellings. So on that their focus was. Of course, that should be respected. We need to salute their effort. But here, our objective is what? We need to speak English spontaneously, effectively, effortlessly. For that, we need to have a clarity. So while speaking, let your tongue be the judge. So in deciding whether you need to use yes or es, in that regard, your tongue is the judge. Sir, what is this, a tongue and judge? A bit confusing. So that is what you are thinking, right? Let us see. So sing, for example, I take. I sing, we sing, you sing, they sing. No problem. I sing every day, we sing every day. That way it goes on. Well, when it comes to he sings. So why are we saying sings? Why not we put es? So if we go by the rules of textbook rules, then you may get some clarity. But we do not have the opportunity to go through textbook when you are speaking. You have to speak spontaneously, right? So there the judge is your tongue. So you just observe, watch, for example. I watch a movie every Sunday. A while ago I told you. So I watch, we watch, you watch, they watch. He, just put yes after watch. Just put yes. Watch, watch. So it is not comfortable. Your tongue doesn't feel comfortable. He watches. Then the sentence is clear. Now your tongue feels comfortable. So he watches a movie every Sunday. So this is how we make the sentence. In the same way, wash. She washes the clothes. He washes the clothes. So in this way, when you are speaking up, so you let your tongue be the judge in deciding whether it is yes or yes. So this is one simple analysis from your side. It's going to help you a lot. So this is one thing I wanted to give you. Well, so in the previous episode, we learned what is a third person singular, and we are now discussing deeply routine, regular, habitual action. So whenever we form a sentence with routine, regular, habitual action, with I, we, you, they, we can use the first form of the verb, that is action word. Verb means what? A word that expresses action, like a sing, walk, talk, play, write, drive, ride. So these kind of words through which our activity is expressed. So that kind of words are called as the verbs. Very simple. Now, routine, regular, habitual action with a third person singular along with the action word, that is a verb, we need to put yes or es. This is what we understood clearly. Now, let us go ahead with the emphasis. In the next episode, I'm going to give in detail. So, for example, I sing, I do sing. I sing, I do sing. So in this sentence, what are we doing? Both are the same. Meaning wise, I sing, I do sing. The sentence is same as per grammar. But there is a special application. In fact, when you are expressing I do sing, through which you are giving some special emphasis. So about that, we are going to discuss in detail. Now let us have a quick PPT. Let us have a quick understanding of this particular formula. So first of all, let me give you the subjects are I, we, you, they. He, she, it, or any name. In that, 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to that, they are regular subject. First person singular, first person plural. Second person singular, you, and second person plural also you. Then they, third person plural. Whereas he, she, it, or any single name, we call them as third person singular nouns. So with I, we, you, they, we simply form the sentence subject plus V1 with a suitable time mention. I get up early in the morning every day. I watch a new movie every week. I wash my car regularly. I answer the mails every day. So these sentences more or less the same, even if you replace I with we or you or they. I get up, we get up, you get up, they get up. No change. Now let us come back to third person singular. So he, she, it, or any single name. I get up early in the morning. Right. Now, if you are using he as the subject, he gets up. So he gets up early in the morning. And here, one more thing you need to observe. This get up, this kind of verb is known as the phrasal verb. Some people, by mistake, they put yes at the end of the phrasal verb. He get ups, like that they say. So that's again is an error. So here you need to identify a phrasal verb is a phrasal verb is what? It's a combination of a verb and other word like a preposition or some other word. So that's the reason here you need to again identify the verb. Get up. In that, get is the verb. Along with that, you have to put yes. He gets up early in the morning. He picks me up every day from the bus stop. You see, picks me up. Pick up, picks me up. He picks me up. That way. So I cook food regularly. She cooks food regularly. I go to Ooty every summer. He goes to Ooty every summer. So here we are observing in practice this particular rule. So this is one expression, routine, regular, habitual action sentence, through which people are going to form opinion about your speech, about your level of English. So that's the reason you have to be cautious. You have to be cautious means no need to get scared. You have to be, how to say, with consciousness. You have to make the sentence. That's it. Over a period of time, it becomes your regular habit. So with routine, regular, habitual action, only this rule, not with the past completed action, not with the plural, not with the progressive action. So whereas with the other type of sentences like just a finished action, where have is involved. So those kind of sentences, again, we need to follow some special rules with third person singular. I will get back to you about that later. Now let us continue this discussion. Routine, regular, habitual action. This is only small thing you need to do. That's it. There is no rocket science behind it. It's very simple. As I told you last in the last episode also. Why means no answer. With the third person singular, you need to put yes or es along with the verb. That's it. There is no logic or there is no reason. Here you observe. I doesn't sing. I doesn't sing. So is it correct? No, it's wrong. I don't sing is the correct expression. I don't, we don't, you don't, they don't. He doesn't, she doesn't, it doesn't, or any name. For example, Ravi doesn't. So this is the way we can form the sentences. So negative sentences, don't or doesn't. And here one more observation we have to do, that third person singular means yes or yes we have to put. But when doesn't is there in a sentence, then we have to be very careful. We should not put yes. So in this regard, in tomorrow's episode, I'm going to give you clarity. Along with that, the emphasis. Along with that, I'm going to tell you more and more about have and has. And along with that, I need to tell you some peculiar rebel verbs, rebel nouns rather. What are they? Each of the friends, each one of the students, any one of the students, none of the students, one of the students. So even though they appear to be plural, for example, one of my friends, any one of the group members. So they appear to be plural, but ultimately they are one person only. They are going to talk about one person, the two, third person singular. So how to form the sentences with those peculiar nouns we are going to discuss in the coming episodes.